perfection. Wait, what's that? If you are here in Dubai and about to buy a new 7-seater SUV, hold on for a minute. There is a new player in the game, and I bet it will change your mind. Hello and welcome everyone to our second episode. This is Omar from Dresden Motors, and today I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know about the all-new 2024 Lexus TX. What engine does it have? Is it a hybrid? Is it a petrol? Can you find spare parts for it? Why did the Lexus made it in the first place? These and every single question that pops out in your mind, today I'm going to be answering. So buckle up and let's go. The reason why I chose this particular vehicle to talk about this week is simply because I was curious. What if someone came to me asking for a brand new 7-seater family SUV and his budget is 300,000 dirhams? What would I suggest for him? So I bought myself new shoes and I started digging in the market for the perfect match. And what I have found was really unexpected. You will either go with the Toyota Land Cruiser, which a lot of its users are complaining about the size of it, saying that it's not as roomy as it was before. Or you will go to the other hand and take the outdated Nissan Patrol, which really hasn't changed that much since 2010. Of course, we are talking about Japanese brands here, because if you want a family car, you want something reliable, right? Then I found this, the Lexus TX. And why I believe it's the perfect match? Well, you got Toyota reliability, you got Lexus sense of luxury, and you got all the features and specs you want in a family car. And most importantly, it fits your budget. Before we dive into this vehicle, let's take a look at Lexus New Lineup so we will understand why they made it in the first place. So if you went to Lexus official website and we scroll down to their SUV section for 2024 models, we will see the UX, NX, RX, TX, GX, and the LX. So if we took the TX out of the equation, we will see that they really have no answer for their competitors, such as the Infiniti QX60 and the Acura MDX. Of course, we are talking about the American market here, which is the market that this car is made for. So the TX, or Touring SUV, as Lexus naming system suggests, will be Lexus' idea about a 7-seater mid-size family SUV, and would also fill the gap between the smaller RX model and the bigger GX and LX models. One thing that may concern you before buying this vehicle is the spare parts, because this car is not meant for the GCC market and the local Lexus dealerships will not bring it. But most of the parts, except for the exterior parts, are interchangeable with other Lexus models. For example, the powertrain of this car, it's using the T24A FTS engine mounted to the UA81E 8-speed automatic transmission, which is the exact same powertrain you will find in the RX350, the NX350, and even the new Toyota Tacoma is using the same engine. And Toyota has been using this engine since 2021, so there is no reliability issues to be scared of. And this is only the engine and the transmission we are talking about. But if you want a full detailed part-to-part comparison, just leave me a comment down below and I will try my best to make it happen. So for now, the only situation that might concerns you is if you have an accident, God forbid. But this is Dubai after all, and people come here from all over the world to buy spare parts for everything. So eventually they will be available. So this is a brand new model from Lexus. 2024 is its first year, but there should be a Toyota vehicle underneath this beautiful machine. Because we all know that Lexus is just a luxury brand from Toyota, and almost all of their cars are based on a Toyota vehicle. So if I looked closely, more deeply, and maybe if I move my eyes like that, yep, there it is. It's just a more beautiful, more refined version of the Toyota Grand Highlander. So my friend, if you bought this car, you better be careful when you're talking to your lady about makeup, because your beloved car is using it too. So what we have here is the TX350, but we all know by now that 350 does not mean that you got a 3.5 liter engine anymore, but Lexus is still using this naming method just like all other manufacturers. So if you got the TX350, that means you have a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine mounted to an 8-speed automatic transmission with all-wheel drive. Don't be disappointed that this has only 4 cylinders, because this little banger is capable of pushing 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. It's not the most powerful engine out there, but for what it's made for, it does the job.
Nice ride.
Does the job.
What job? Delivering pizzas?
And you want to ask about fuel economy, right? So according to Lexus, this mid-size SUV will consume 11.5 liters to do the 100 kilometers in the city and 8.9 liters to do the same distance on the highway. And if you want something more spicy, you can go with the TX500H, producing 366 horsepower, or even the more powerful TX550 Plus with 406 horsepower. And when it comes to buying a new car, we should really concentrate on what's more important. And for a family car, I don't think that performance and horsepower is the top priority here. So for the TX350, we have 4 different trim levels. Luxury, which is the most basic one, then ultra luxury, then we have executive 6 passengers and executive 7 passengers, which is the configuration that we have over here. That means we have top of the range, the full option model. So even though we are going low on the powertrain, we still have a lot of goodies to talk about. One thing I want to add that the TX350 does not come in F-Sport. They saved the F-Sport for the hybrid versions, maybe because they have more power in the first place, or I don't know why. You get what you get, right? Right, enough chatting. Let's start talking about the car. So the grille is unmistakably Lexus. It has the same outline shape as other Lexus models we are all familiar with by now. Down here we have cornering lamps. Over here we have LED clearance lamps with day running lights and auto leveling headlamp system. We have headlight washer. In the middle we have the Lexus logo. We have the radar for your adaptive cruise control. Front camera, couple sensors. I love how angry they made it look like. I mean, just look at it. 2 angry eyes with a big mouth. Maybe I will just swap the engine or change the exhaust, so at least I can make it sound as angry as it looks. Coming here to the side, or you know what? Let's take a step back and have a wider angle look at the side perspective. Go back, Nasr, go back. I really think that this is my favorite side of the car. It really looks better than the front or the rear end. Especially with the non-ending window from the front to the rear. It really gives you the feeling that the car is longer than it actually is. Also from the side, you will see these 22-inch alloy wheels with 275 on 55 tires and 2 piston brakes with ABS, EBD, ECP, blah blah blah, etc. And the side mirrors are heated, power adjusted and power folded, rear cross traffic alert, blended turn signals, and down here, yep, there it is, your 360-degree camera. Now we came to the rear end, and yeah, I think the designer was a little bit lazy here. How I imagine it? It's like he got a mixer, just like this one. Yo, give me the boxiness of the Grand Highlander. You there, hand me the tail lights of the RX. And he was like, chick, chick, chick. No, it's really not that bad. It's just a little bit, You have your wiper over here, you have Lexus build over here, you have your rear camera, some sensors, TX350 badge and all-wheel drive. The only thing that is missing is the kick sensor to open the rear door when your hands are busy with groceries. I don't know why they didn't make it standard for all TX models. I mean, come on, it's a family car. Groceries is what it's made for. Door handles are cool though. You have your fingerprint sensor over here, and from the inside you have like a bottom to open the door. Door panels are decent, typical Lexus quality with controls to control your windows, your mirrors. Except for this cool brown leather and Mark Levinson over here, this car has 21 speaker Mark Levinson audio system. Steering wheel is leather wrapped and power adjusted. Behind it you have your shift pedals if you want to show off in front of your kids in the mall parking lot. Here you have the driver monitor camera because Lexus need to keep an eye on your eyes while you're driving to keep you focused on the road and not looking at the ladies passing by. They think that your wife eyes are not capable enough for some reason. Here you have a lovely digital cluster. It will show you all the information that you need to see while you're driving. And above it over here you have the head-up display. Here in the middle we have a beautiful panoramic view monitor to help control all your car settings, climate control, audio control, front seats heat and ventilation, and so on. Speaking of the seats, the front seats on this car comes with this nice new lock seats. The front are power adjusted in 8 ways with 2 ways power adjusted lumbar supports. Of course, they are heated and ventilated as we have mentioned before. The rest of the dashboard is similar to other Lexus models, nothing so special to talk about. Same scenario for the center console. We have some USB ports, we have a wireless charger. Underneath it there is some storage, cup holders, shift knob, and what they call butterfly box, and a lot of storage area down here. Coming to the second row seat, pretty decent leg and headroom as you expect from a family car. Here in the middle you have your climate control, some USB ports, also some cup holders. The only thing that is missing is the ventilation. These seats are heated only. If you want the second row seats to be Ventilated, you need to go with the executive 6 passengers. They have the captain's seat and they are heated and ventilated at the same time. But what I really want to test out is the third row seat. So I will press this button over here. Actually, they are not that bad. I have a decent legroom, decent headroom. They can fit 2 adults, at least my size. Even the amenities are very good. You have lights, vents, USB, cup holders. I mean, you cannot really ask for more. Well done, Lexus. You nailed it at this one. Now we will wrap it up here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Also, if you need any help on how and where to buy this particular vehicle, feel free to contact us and I'll be more than happy to help. Stay tuned and see you next week.